Young Turks, new sponsor, Squarespace. Go Squarespace. Wait, is that a square? Bill O'Reilly thinks we're giving too much to the poor, okay? Jim McDermott came on this program and then went on another program and talked about
Congressman from Washington.
Yeah, about how it was at Christmas time that to take away unemployment insurance, as the Republicans were planning to do, is unbelievable, right? And Bill O'Reilly explains, no. The Christian thing to do is to beat down on the poor that are undeserving. And he says, look, some people run into tough times. Okay, we can give them money. Sometimes maybe we'd have to see. But others just don't deserve it. But he brings Christianity into it, which I love. So he wrote this in his article. He said, but there are millions of Americans who are not responsible. And the cold truth is that the rest of us cannot afford to support them.
By the way, does he mean defense contractors?
Yeah, or the oil companies, which we give $45 billion in subsidies to.
They're not responsible.
What can you do? They weren't responsible when they leaked oil all over the Gulf. But my sense is he doesn't mean that. He continues, every fair-minded person should support government safety nets for people who need assistance through no fault of their own. But guys like McDermott don't make distinctions like that. For them, the baby Jesus wants us to provide no matter what the circumstance. But being a Christian, I know that while Jesus promoted charity at the highest level, he was not self-destructive. The Lord helps those who help themselves, does he not? Except that, of course, is not in the Bible. That is made up by American capitalists to excuse not giving to the poor, which is what Jesus wanted you to do.
Who does he think gets unemployment?
Oh, the undeserving, obviously. The bums, the lazy people who don't want to work.
If you haven't worked and if you haven't lost a job, you can't get unemployment.
Ah, interesting. Well, they're the new bums. They were working 2 years ago.
And then they just thought,
but around 2008, they just all of a sudden got really lazy.
I hate getting up in the morning. I'm so tired.
Right. Look, the phrase, the Lord helps those who help themselves, is nowhere to be found in the Bible. And I don't mind the phrase. I mean, it's just not true. Okay, I'm a capitalist. I don't mind. Yeah, you should help yourself and we should help those that help themselves. That's great, right? But that's not what Jesus said. Jesus said, help the poor, the disabled, the maimed, give them, because they are going to heaven and the rich are not. Okay? Yeah. But he just turns it completely on its head and he says, Jesus wouldn't have been self-destructive like that.
Yeah.
Could you imagine they go up to Jesus of Nazareth and they're like, hey, should we help people who lost their jobs for a while? And he's like, hey, I'm not self-destructive, buddy, all right?
That sounds self-destructive.
Yeah, and he said, these guys look like bums. I'm not going to help them out, all right?
Republicans, so it's the Lord helps people who help themselves.
Yeah.
So for Republicans is they help people who already have the means to help themselves.
Yeah.
I think I stole that from Family Guy, but nonetheless, it's good.
Right, and by the way, technically, Jesus was as self-destructive as it gets.
Yeah, it's just the first thing I thought was, that was a self-destructive dude.
Yeah, I mean, he knew he was going to get hung up on a cross.
Yeah.
And he did it anyway.
Self-destructive? He died for somebody else's sins.
Yeah. I mean, look, if
why didn't you just say, I didn't do it?
Right, no. And, if you believe it, it's self-destructive in the best possible way.
Right, sure.
But definitely self-destructive. No, it's amazing. They lean on the Bible, but they pervert it 100% to say, no, Jesus told you not to help the poor. Just please read the Bible, please.
And maybe, maybe those who, I was going to say the left, but those who aren't on the lunatic right, maybe should just start using the Bible more.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to pervert it, you should probably pervert it back.
Well, I mean, that's what Jim McDermott was doing. That's why Bill O'Reilly hated it.
Yeah.
He's like, Christ, helping the poor. That guy sucks. I mean, he's awesome. He meant help the rich. New sponsor at the Young Turks, Squarespace. They help you build websites. They've got 24/7 support, and they've built some of the largest websites in the world.
They have an iPhone app, so you can edit your website on the go.
TYT promo code. 10% off for the life of your order. Squarespace.